Hey everybody, it's Bria here, and today me and my grandma are going downstairs to make okra and green tomato fritters. Let's get started.
Thank you, Bria. Going to get a couple of tomatoes because I'm going to fry some tomatoes and okra fritters. So I'm going to take that one. And it's a couple more giant green ones right in there. Let me go a little closer. See you. When I do fried green tomatoes, I like to have a couple in there that are just blushing because they taste a little sweeter. So yeah, I'm gonna go in the house. You can hear that rain. And I'm gonna make some fritters. Right, so Bria and I are gonna make some fried okra and tomato fritters. And some people, when they cut their okra, they discard that. I don't. I like it. You know, as long as it's not hard, it's gonna fry up real nice. So I'm just slicing them kind of even. And I don't fry this part right here.
Yes, because it's like the end.
Yeah, it's the end, and it's kind of tough.
And it's hard to chew.
Exactly. And so we're going to cut up the okra first, and then Bria is going to wash those two tomatoes right there. And you can see the rain caused that one to split, but that's okay. We're going to cut around it. And if I hadn't said it already, I think I said it when I went out there to get the tomato, that we have a flash flooding warning.
Yes.
So I don't have to water the garden today. So now we're just going to slice up the green tomato. I'm not going to get that part where it's split. And then we're going to get this one. Now this is the giant green tomato. I love this tomato. I grew these in my greenhouse when I had the food forest. And they really can get twice this size. But, you know, we got to take what we can get because we had so much rain this season. I'm growing some more upstairs in my room. I started the seeds the other day. And so, hopefully we'll get a couple of large ones if it's not too hot.
And then we leave like little green part right there.
We're cutting that off.
You cut around it.
Yeah, cutting around it. Okay, good. Now, if it was just me eating this, I would add some jalapenos. But you can't handle the jalapenos, right?
Yes, I can't handle the spice.
Okay. Okay, so now we're going to crack 2 eggs. And we're going to beat them up. Can you see that?
That's how I make like eggs whenever Daddy teaches me how to cook eggs for breakfast.
Okay, very good. Whip them up. And then I'm going to add this Jiffy cornbread mix. Now, you can just use self-rising cornmeal mix. I'm just going to use this. And let me open up a little bit more.
Yeah, all of it.
And then I'm going to stir. And then I'm going to add a little water. You can add milk. But I don't need milk because we're just making fritters.
It's going to taste great.
And I don't measure. Just about 1/3 of a cup, I guess. Then I want you to walk over there and see, let them see that I have the pan on the stove. A real heavy, large iron skillet with a little
Vegetable
cooking oil. Vegetable oil, you're right. And let's make sure it's heating up. Yep, you see that red? So it's going to get real hot. That could be doing that. Cut. Now I'm going to start adding the okra and the tomatoes in here. A little at a time. It's going to be real thick. add some more. You getting this part over here?
Yes.
And I'm just going to add just a little black pepper and a little salt to cut, because that Jiffy mix has a little, you know, sugar in it.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of calories.
And I like a lot of black pepper. You do too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just a little bit of salt. I'm gonna use my other hand because the other hand have pepper on it. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna mix this up real good. And you know what, Bria? It looks like it's a little too soupy. I probably could have put less water in it, so I'm gonna put another package of Jiffy cornmeal mix in it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna add a little bit more and mix it up, because we're gonna the egg will make it stay together.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a little bit too wet. And I was never taught to measure things precisely. My mother cooked this way. She was an awesome cook. And her mother, my grandmother, yeah, this is better.
Yeah.
You can see it's kind of
Less watery.
together. Yeah, less watery. It's going to be good. And now I'm going to go and check to see if the oil has heated up enough. Most people say 250 degrees. I don't measure. I have a thermometer. I'm going to show you what I do. Just going to drop a little in there. And if you see it sizzling, then you know it's ready. And that's not warming up. Okay, so you see this is brown in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and start adding some fritters. And it doesn't have to be even.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting this right here?
Yes.
Just some spoonfuls. This pan is super big. I love your mother's pots and things that she used. Pans, everything is so nice to cook when you have a family. So we could put a lot of them in there at one time. But I don't want to cool the temperature down too much. So I'm trying to be careful. Make a big one right here. Another one right here. You want to know the truth? I can actually get more in this. And I could have let this oil get a little bit hotter, but it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just shaping them up a little bit. You don't have to do that. A fritter is not uniformed. It's not perfect. You know what I mean? Like a cupcake or something.
Yes.
And I think I'll try this.
Oh man, I was gonna take that.
Oh, you was gonna do it? I'll give you a little.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a little bitty one right here. Okay, we'll come back in about 3 minutes. We'll flip them over. Okay, guys, it's been about 2 minutes, and I flipped some of them over. That's the situation with a large pan. Sometimes the heat isn't evenly distributed. But make sure they get a little golden brown on one side before you flip it over. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take this little spoon right here. And anywhere where there's some, you know, batter that didn't cook all. Yes. Cook all the way.
But
my brain runs a little bit slower. And I'm not trying to defend myself, but when you start dialysis, one of the side effects can be insomnia, fatigue, shortness of breath, or your brain runs a little slower. Now, I don't have shortness of breath anymore because they removed a lot of fluid and I lost a lot of weight. But sometimes I have to really think about my thoughts before I can get them all out. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put that right there, and we're going to let that just cook a little bit more. And we're going to turn it over. Now, if it was with the cornmeal, it wouldn't have spread so much like over here. But it's okay. It's going to be good. And guys, Bria and I tasted a few of the little crumbs.
It tastes so good.
Yeah. So it's going to be okay. We can come back. So here are our fritters. Some of them broke up because of the Jiffy mix. Next time, I'm going to make it with just the cornmeal mix. But they taste delicious, don't they, Bria?
Yes.
Okay, Ryan, tell me what you think about the fritter.
It tastes really good.
For real?
Yeah, it tastes almost like cornbread.
Okay, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you can share my video to help me reach more subscribers, that would really be a bonus. You guys know that I love you, and God loves you too. Bye now.